So for those who don't know, Twitch.tv, one of the biggest streaming platforms on the internet next to YouTube, a few weeks ago, they banned gambling streams. Now, there was a thing going on where there was popular streamers such as Trainwreckstv gambling on live streams, and what happened is eventually it came out that these casinos would bend, I guess, the slots that these streamers would gamble on their site. They would bend it just enough so the streamers would win consistently, so it would make the viewers be like, oh, the streamer's winning, I can win. And then it would make the viewer want to go to their website and gamble. You know, that's how it gets you. And Twitch cracked down on this pretty hard, banning gambling from Twitch. So they don't want any of that on their platform. And this obviously discouraged some gambling streamers who made money by getting these gambling sponsorships and casino sponsorships and being able to gamble on stream. You know, they're knocking out two birds with one stone. They're getting money from the viewership and from the gambling. Twitch didn't like that. They didn't like gambling on their site, obviously. It's bad for advertisers as well. You know, it stopped a lot of these streamers from doing what they wanted to do on Twitch and making the money that they wanted to make on Twitch. And, well, Trainwreck's TV, one of the bigger casino gamblers on Twitch, came out with a twit longer discussing how Twitch has deemed most of them irrelevant, most creators irrelevant, and that Twitch doesn't pay the creators enough. Twitch doesn't help with sponsorship or viewerships for small streamers, which is true. He made a lot of really good points, talks about Twitch in the cuts that the streamer gets with subscriptions, and goes down to talk about how he's going to be joining kick.com as a non-owner and advisor, those are the main important talking points here. He's not an owner of Kick, and he's not a exclusive broadcaster. He's simply just joining Kick to help grow Kick, right? Which is cool. It will be interesting to see how long this lasts. He chose Kick because their investors are willing to listen to creator input and make their platform better. And, well, the platform looks a little familiar. Alright, so this is kick.com. As you can see, it looks very familiar. DMCA policy and community guidelines, the real intentions of this site. You know, is it really to better the live streaming community, or is it just so people who wanted to make money on Twitch can go make money somewhere else? You know, if they couldn't gamble on Twitch, they can go gamble on Kick, right? They can stream their gambling on Kick and get brand deals on Kick where they couldn't on Twitch. The layout could definitely change up a lot. I think the site name should change as well. Kick is a stupid fucking name for a streaming platform. The viewership is extremely low. You go to slots here, and there's only a few people streaming. So you got 1,400 viewers here, and this seems to be the biggest streamer here next to this guy. But there's not much going on this site. I personally see no incentive of streaming on this platform. Like there's no reason to right now. It's too small of a platform. The viewership you would get, I don't think it would last. I'd like to see how this goes, and I would love to be wrong. I would love there to be a competitor to Twitch and YouTube. I think Twitch and YouTube being the only live stream and video platforms is kind of ridiculous. I feel like we should have more platforms that are big as Twitch and YouTube with better deals. And I hope this becomes one of the platforms that I can be like, oh damn, I remember I thought that platform was going to fail, but now it's like the biggest platform on the internet, right? I would really like to see that happen, but I don't think it will anytime soon. The only incentive I see here is that you get a sub button instantly and you can start making money. Who knows how long it's even going to take you to make money? And who knows if the viewership will even be there for you to make the money. Like, say if you were to stream right now, you may get 10 viewers, right? Or you may not, but you may get 10 viewers because it's a small platform. Who knows if how long that viewership will last, you know? I don't really trust a new site like this because I've seen sites like this before come up. Everyone flocks to them. Say like Mixer back in the day that was owned by Microsoft. Mixer, streaming platform, Ninja went to Mixer. And then a year later, Mixer shut down and everyone came flooding back. They either got bigger on Twitch or the viewership they had was never there again, right? So it's a very risky thing to do such a thing where you switch platforms like that. If you're already a stream Twitch already with a big viewership, it would be stupid to move over to Kick completely, right? If you're a new streamer, you don't have a following on Twitch, why not give Kick a try? You may gain a little bit. The worst that happens is say Kick does shut down one day, you could take all your viewership from Kick and go onto Twitch, right? And then you could have a better start on Twitch. Anyone really making bank on this site unless the viewership is there. I don't see why someone would stream on Kick with low viewers and low view count and low streamer count when they can go to Twitch. It's possible to grow on Twitch. It's not impossible. And I don't think it's impossible to grow on Kick either. You know, there's a lot of streamers on here. When Elon Musk bought Twitter, everyone thought Twitter was going to shut down and, oh, Twitter's going to fail, Twitter, all this and that. Twitter never failed, Twitter never shut down. But everyone was switching to another site similar to Twitter called Hive.com. Everyone went over there. It was trending on Twitter for like a day. Everyone switching over to Hive and making new accounts and getting their usernames claimed. And then all of a sudden, it just died out the next day. No one was talking about Hive. No one was on Hive. It was kind of fun. We're going to probably see the same thing happen with Kick here. I think this is going to be trendy for about a week. I would love to see where this is by next year. You know, after a month or so, I would love to see where this is and how it changes and to give another update. But, you know, I just wanted to make this little topic. You know, maybe there's some small YouTuber or Twitch streamer watching this video right now that thinks this is a cool idea. You know, go ahead and try it. I think if you don't already have an established viewer base on Twitch, I think you should give Kick a try. If you already have an established viewer base on Twitch or YouTube, I think you should just with one of those platforms, because you don't want to be juggling too many things at once as a small. Love to see how this goes, especially with the slots and gambling stuff is kind of sketching me out, because it's like what's the real intention here? You know, what are we really trying to go for? Is Trainwrecks and Kick really trying to push like a better streaming platform, or do they just want a platform that, you know, all the Twitch defects can come to? Anyone who got banned on Twitch can come to this platform. Anyone who wants to stream gambling and do gambling deals can go to this platform. Is that what they're trying to do, just so they can make money, or is it really meant to help us as a creator make money, you know? So it's going to be interesting to see. Me personally, I don't think I'm going to attempt to stream on Kick. I don't think I'm going to try it. I've been using Twitch for so long, and it's so normal just for like just to set up my OBS and stream on Twitch now. I don't want to go through the hassle of setting up Kick and making an account on Kick, only for it to maybe work out or maybe not work out. I'd rather just stream on Twitch. You know, I can't be bothered with the hassle. But that's me. And if you are, I can't stress this enough. If you don't have an established viewer base, I suggest you try it, Kick. Why not? If you think you should give streaming a try, why not start on Kick and see how it goes? I'd love to see how trainwreckstv does on Kick as well, and all these streamers. You know, I'll take a screenshot of some of these streamers and see where they are in about a month. In the Twit Longer, he talks about how Twitch has the highest percentage split of any platform in the live streaming world at 50%. Every streamer on Twitch only receives $2.50 of each subscription, which is $5, and less if they're not in a first world country. I don't believe it's right to take such a high percentage of a work that the streamer does. Twitch does nearly no marketing, no discovery, and limited help in building their business. Those streamers only succeed from the blood, sweat, and time they put in themselves. Twitch only role is as a website host. Given their contribution, it is absurd that they take 50% of our income. A few months ago, Twitch announced that the 70-30 split streamers were hoping on are not coming. They said it's too expensive to run their website and that costs have to pass on to the creators. Platforms like YouTube maintain a 70-30 split on subscriptions without issue, but I think 70-30 is not enough, in that he can do better. Then he announces the Kick project that he will be streaming on, and he talks about the benefits. Everyone gets a sub button, 95% to 5% subscriber split, with 95% of all subscriber income going to the streamer. That's pretty good. 100% of all tips made on Kick, called Kicks, will go to the streamer, which Kicks are basically similar to bits on Twitch, but you get all the profit from it. Innovative new exclusive creator program that will pay our partners for their stream success. This program works like no partner program before. You won't have to rely on your subscriber count alone every month. You'll get a steady income based on hours watched and total viewers your stream, with an option to be paid out on the same day. Now that's a big thing here. On Twitch, if you're a streamer, you can only pay out, I think, at the end of 30 days. It's either 30 to 60 days you can pay out, and it has to be over a $100 limit. I've been streaming on Twitch for a while. I've never gotten a payout once, even though I have a subscriber button and I've had subscribers in the past. I've never been able to get that money out of Twitch because I've never went over the $100 threshold to withdraw that money. I've actually lost any money that I've made on Twitch because Twitch just took it. So, you know, with that, I can see the point he is trying to make, and I can see how this will entice a small streamer. But to get a big streamer over to your platform, I don't really see this work. And then he goes on to say, you will wonder how these splits are possible. Twitch has led people to believe that subscriptions are a big revenue driver for their company. That's why they tell creators they can't give them a 70-30 split, but subscriptions are a tiny amount of revenue for live streaming websites. What drives revenue is ads. Kick will partner with the world's leading advertisers to generate cash flow. I believe that creating the best incentives for creators will lead the best creators to Kick, and the best creators will bring the best advertisers. Kick will stand out because of how it takes care of its creators. The platform is the beginning of a completely different approach to live streaming. The platform is still in the building stages, and then he just talks about how you should be patient with Kick, and that if you're a streamer reading this, give Kick at least a year to develop. It's still new. Don't go too hard on it right now. We will offer additional paid options through our creator program. Somewhere along the line, Twitch lost its grasp on reality. Twitch used to feel like a place made for us, by us, but Twitch built their empire off of our backs and then forgot about us. So, he sounds a little bitter about this whole Twitch thing with Twitch banning gambling streams. I never seen him talk about Twitch like this before. That's why I assume he's a little salty over the gambling stuff. It's interesting to see where this will, I hope can succeed. I hope it does grow into a Twitch competitor, because I think that's really needed, this live streaming space to make live streaming better. I don't think it's right to have YouTube and Twitch taking up all of our live streaming needs. I guess they shouldn't be the only live streaming and recording platforms on the internet. There should definitely be more. Elon, where you at? I'm very interested to see how it goes. And he talks more about the TOS, a TOS designed to be fair to streamers with clear rules on what's okay and not okay. No ambiguous bans. Kick's current TOS will be completely updated. The new TOS will include rules governing ethical gambling. Fail balances must be disclosed, no wager locked giveaways, no code locked giveaways, and no lying to audiences regarding the reality of gambling's losing nature. Plus many more features I will share on my next update via Twitter. So, keep an eye up on his Twitter, obviously. I feel like could be on the right track. I think the layout needs to change. I think the name needs to change. I think they need to have the community guidelines and DMCA stuff more like its own buttons on the website instead of it being a drop-down menu. They should have that at the bottom of the website right there in your face so you could see it. I'm a pretty small streamer, so my opinion's pretty mute on this because I don't know much about streaming. I know a lot about YouTube, but not too much about streaming. I'm still new to it as well. But it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Like I said, I hope it works out. He said be patient with them, so we'll have to be patient. Like I said, we'll see where this is in about a year or about a month. I would like to see where it's at going into next year. One thing I do wonder that I couldn't really find on us Twit longer, one thing that makes me angry about Twitch is that you can't stream your music without getting DMC'd. You can't play a Spotify playlist, which I loved that for Twitch. To be able to game and play my Little Baby while I'm playing GTA was the greatest time ever, but now I can't play Little Baby. I gotta listen to Cow Scrubby, which isn't bad, but still I wanted Little Baby. Anyways, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I wish Trainwreck's the best. I wish anyone who does go to Kick the best. And if you are a Kick streamer, let me know how it is. Is it worth? Do you think it is a good idea to start on Kick as a new streamer? Do you think it's a good idea for already established Twitch streamers and even YouTubers to move to Kick to start their live streaming careers? Tell me what you think. I'd like to hear it. And yeah, I think that's it. And I would also like to say, I'm not saying Kick is like a competitor or the Twitch killer, because I've seen a lot of people say it's the Twitch killer. I don't think Twitch is going to die. YouTube isn't going to die. Twitter isn't going to die. Unless something completely drastic happens within that corporation, nothing is going to die like that. Twitter is owned by millionaires. YouTube and Twitch are both owned by multi-billion-dollar companies that are pumping money into those daily, and that is a big money and advertising pot right there for Amazon and Google as well with YouTube. They do not want to end their platforms. They want to keep those platforms going as long as they can. Why do you think they banned gambling on Twitch? Bad for advertisers. They got rid of it. They couldn't deal with that scamming accusations and the scamming type things going on with those casinos. Not saying all of them were scams, but it's bad. It's a bad look. That's why they got rid of it. On YouTube, that's why you always hear the adpocalypse and everything. Those are big driving points for those platforms. So it'll be interesting to see how Kick can handle those issues without the multi-billion-dollar back that YouTube and Twitch has. My main worry is that how long will it be able to last? It might be a good fix temporarily for a small streamer to go on there, but in the long term, is it really worth it? So that's something we'll have to look at.